Welcome, good morning, everybody. Let's begin our warmups. And let's start by jogging in place and relaxing our shoulders. Ish, ni, san, shi, go. Let's imagine ourselves starting to jog around a really big field. Ish, ni, we got a whole field to run around. Ish, ni, san, shi, go. Si, hach, ku. And stopping and walking and rolling your shoulders forward. Ish, knee, sun. The birds are chirping. The sky is blue. The grass is green. The daisies are all across it. And going the other way. Ish, a little bit of wetness to the grass. Sun, she. Go and again. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, si, hach, and do a little jumping. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, si, hach, and a little bigger with your arms. Ish, ni, san, shi. Go and back, ish, ni, san, shi, go, and bring your hands together and rub your face towards the center of the circle. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, sish, hach, ku, Ju, and up the backs of the arms. It's a little chilly outside, so I need to warm up my shoulders. Ish, ni, san, shi, going down the inside and around. And up the back to the other arm. Oh. Not too cold, just about right. Early morning, nice crisp air. Okay, get some more energy into your hands and bring them over your head. Ish, ni, san, shi. Go reach up past the clouds, fluffy white clouds, and into the blue sky. And shaking it out across the field and the circle. Lots of people all over the world. From all over the world and joining you. Ish, ni, san, shi, si, hash, ku, ju, ish, ni, shi, si, hash, ku, ju. Reach up and up and up and up on one side and open the other side. San, shi, and go. And one more time, up and drop and jump. 2, high, and 3. An arm out, up, and across. Ish, ni, san, shi, go and release. And out, up, across, give it a squeeze at your shoulder. Not too hard. And she. Okay, going back, up, and out. Knee. Sun. And behind your back, up and out. Knee. Another arm out, up, and across. Ish, ni, san. And up and across. Ish, ni, san. One more time. And squeeze. Side, go behind and up and that reach out. Knee. Sun. And reach behind, up and up. Knee. Sun. And good. And this time we're going to reach down and pull the energy up through our body from the earth and bring it out into the sky, just like a flower does in the spring. Oh, sun. Oh, create some oxygen in your life. She. Oh, yeah. And go. Oh. And opening 3 levels, lower, middle, upper. And another step. Ish. Knee. Sun. And change feet. Ish. Knee. Sun. And ish. Knee. Sun. And ha. 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 And ha. 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 And reaching out. Ish. Oh. And relax. And knee. Oh. And relax. And sun. And hold for a moment and gently sway. Launch back from your hips. Just relax. Side to side. And twisting. And then back to the top. And a big bow. Relax. And lower. And round your back and let it relax. Massage your lower back. And your glutes. And the backs of your legs. Down to your ankles. And up to your knees. Around your knees. Gently roll up. Around your hips again. And open again. Ah. And bowing. Widen your stance just a little bit. A little about shoulder width, and let gently relax your hips down. Take a moment. Push your knees out. Breathe and relax into it. And then lift your hips again. Try to keep your legs so they come straight, but reaching far down into the ears. And gently roll your knees forward. Keep looking down. As your arms slowly fall behind you. Your stomach comes out. And as your chin falls back, open up into another ah. And bowing gently from your waist. We'll do this 2 more times. Breathe down into it and then slowly relax down. And then lift your hips. Stretch the backs of your legs. And your knees roll forward. Your arms relaxed at your side. Your stomach goes forward. Your arms fall back. And open, and your chin falls back. And coming up into ah, feeling. Then bow. Relax, breathe out. And dropping down. And lifting up. Keep your toes relaxed as you go through this. Knees forward, arms fall back, chest stuck forward. Open up your chest and neck and up to ah. And hold for a second. And then just gently cross and press down as you stand stable. And straighten your clothes. Continue breathing, let your eyes gently close. Mokso. Mokso yame. Right.
Thank you, Rob. Okay, without any further ado or hesitation, we'll jump right into it, so to speak, except we won't actually jump. We will walk. But yes, here are my glasses. And starting with your feet pointing straight forward, this direction, ni, san, shi, go, look, and lifting your heel first, then the ball of your foot. Then when your foot goes down, the ball of the foot first, and then the heel, each, ni, san, shi, go, look, shich. Same angle, lift your knee as high as you can, ni, san, shi, go, look, shich, hach, ku, chu. Okay, keep going. And now we're going to open the angle of our legs and separate our legs wider apart as we keep going. Ni, sam, shi, go, look, shich, hach, ku, chu. And then back together. Ni, sam, shi, feet closer. Ni, and pointing to the front. Shi, go. Good. Of course, you have three choices as usual. It's possible to do this same exercise sitting in a chair. It's possible to do it standing as we just did, and it's possible to do it that as you separate your feet, you sink way down and until your thighs are nearly horizontal. So you can choose one of those. Sitting in a chair, standing, not bending your knees too much, or standing and bending your knees as much as you possibly can. Ready? Each, ni, san, shi, pointing straight ahead. Luke, shich, hach. Now opening each, ni, san, shi, go. Luke, shich, hach, ku, ju, each, ni, san, shi, go. Luke, shich, hach, ku, ju, and closing gradually. Ni, san, shi, go. Luke, shich, hach, ku, ju, pointing straight ahead and lifting your knee as high as you can. Ni, san, shi, go. Luke, shich, hach, ku, ju. Good. And yame. With your feet completely close together, rotate your knees gently. Ni, san, other direction, each, ni, san. Okay, good. Slightly different variation. So I'm going to suggest everybody, well, you don't have to do this in a chair, but it's maybe good to start, even if you don't need a chair, to try it like this, because this time we're going to keep the heels off the floor all the time. So before we lifted the heel, then put the ball down first, then the heel. Now the heel is just going to stay up. So you can do this sitting in a chair, or you can just take the chair away. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha, ki, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha. And if you can, a little bit faster, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha, ki, ju, I, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha, ki, ju, I, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha, ki. 10 seconds as fast as you can. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, Luke, Sheech, Hach, Q, Jew, and rest. And twisting your spine, gently swinging your arms. Ni, Sam, She, Go, Luke, She, Ha, Q, Jew, supporting your lower back and just a little bit bending from the hips. So this part stays in the same position and folding forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Very good. Okay, in case you're using a chair, and this is what we were going to focus a little bit on the sits bones, as they're informally called. The so-called sits bones are these two bottom parts of the pelvis, which are touching the chair, basically not touching, putting you know, when you sit down in a chair, they're sitting on the chair. So this time, let me switch my camera again. Good. So we're in the same position. This time I want you to actually lift your sits bone off the chair, and then the other side. Ni, san. So you're not really thinking about lifting your leg this way, but actually lifting the sits bone here, and your leg goes up by accident because it has to. Ni. If I have to lean to the side to do this, that's okay. Ni, san, shi, go. The main thing is we want this part of the body to be going like this way. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, Luke, shich, hach, ki, ju. And now, as fast as you can, for 10 seconds, ready, ich, ni, san, shi, go, Luke, shich, hach, ki, ju. And rest. Legs wide apart, and turning your hips with your legs wide apart this way, each. Ni, san, shi, go, and change direction, each. Ni, san, shi, go. Okay, great. 622. Very good. You will remember the practice we did. Yokitai, back rounded, stomach collapse, hands float, or Kaihotai, push the back forward, open the front, open the fingers. We're going to do that again, but we're going to add one more detail, which is at the same time when you're opening here and opening your hands, also your feet are going to go like you're doing this with your foot. And when you relax and your arms are floating and your back is rounded, then your foot relaxes. Ready? Let's start in relaxed position. My hands, you can't see them, but they're quite relaxed. and my lower back is rounded. Good, and opening each knee, sun, shi, go, luke, shich, hach, kyu, chu, and relaxing knee, sun, shi, go, luke, shich, hach, kyu. Chu, opening each knee, sun, shi, go, luke, shich, hach, kyu, chu, relaxing yokitai, knee, sun, shi, go, luke, shich, hach, kyu, chu. Good. And yame, standing. Shake your hand and your leg, knee, sun, shi. Go other side, each knee, sun, shi. Go. Good. Okay. Then standing in Kibidachi. Good. Let's review ulnar edge of the hand. Leading with the ulnar edge of the hand. Start with your right hand. Kai Shokan, hand completely open, slightly to the right, and cutting each across. Turn, knee. And some. And I've got my hand open, shi. So that also means my body is in Kaiho type condition. And now with both hands together, open each knee. Turn each. Turn knee. And relax, yame. Good. And shake the hands and legs. Ni, san, shi, i. Relax the ankles and wrists. Ni, san, shi, i. Ni, san, shi. Good. Oh, we didn't start from this side. Okay, let's do it again. Starting from the left side. Left hand out, kai shoken, and across each. A little faster now. Turn, knee. We're just sensitizing the ulnar edge. Sun, turn, shi, turn, ready, both hands together, and each, turn, knee, turn, sun, turn, shi, and yame. Each knee, sun, shi, each knee, sun, shi, each knee, sun, shi, and drop each knee, sun. Good. Same thing, but now yokitai. Your lower back is rounded, your belly and chest are relaxed, your hands are floating, but still the angle of the hand horizontally. Each turn, both hands together, knee. Yokitai, very relaxed, sun, flowing energy, feeling just shi. The angle is very precise. And now let's start from down here. And we're going diagonally up. Each turn diagonally down. Knee. Turn, sun. And shi. And kai shoken, same thing. Open your belly, push your back forward, hands open. Each turn, knee. Turn, sun. Turn, shi. And come from the left side and yokitai. Back rounded, body relaxed, hands relaxed, edge of the pinky each horizontally, knee, and some. Ready, she. And now come down to the left side, and we're going diagonally up each. Turn your hands down, diagonal. And again, each knee. And now Kai Shoken, hands open, belly open, and same move each. And knee. Twist your arms as much as you can. Open your hands wide. Stretch out, sun. And shi. And yame. Relax. Okay, good. Massage your lower back. Shi, ni, san, shi, ni, san, shi, ni, shi, ni, san, shi, ni, san, shi, ni. And massage your hara and sides of your ribs, each ni, san, shi, ni, san, shi. Good. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of ah, and you have, well, I guess you have at least 3 choices. So one choice, if you really are feeling that you want energetic exercise, is that you can start your here, and do a huge movement and stand up and stretch high. The second possibility, of course, is that you could do this way and this way, or if you want support for your back, you could sit in a chair. Anyway, we're just going to do and with the back rounded, yokitai, with the kai shoken and the kai hotai back. Ready, and again. Good, last one. Okay, I'm going to keep this camera on because, as you can see, I've got this tape on the floor pointing towards my vertical frame of reference. So we're just going to do the stepping first a little bit. If you can do fudodachi, which means like this, and it just depends on how vigorously. If you want to do it very intensively, you bend your knees and sink down really low. If that's not for you, you make the distance between your feet a little bit less and bend your knees a little bit. But in either case, we're going to do kirikomi style movement, which means As I step forward, I'm not going across the line. I'm going past my vertical point of reference on this side. Okay, ready? Here we go. And each. Ready. Knee. Ready. Some. Ready. She. Ready. Go. Ready. Look. Good. Yame. Okay, good. If you want a very intense exercise, you could do the same movement going down to Hamihandachi and then standing up again each time. But I'm not going to do that today. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same stepping on the same side again. This time with the hands connected to the koshi, and we're going to do Geidan, that's diagonally up, Chudan, horizontally, Jodan, diagonally down, and going beyond, in your imagination, reaching beyond your vertical line over there. Ready? Here we go. And get ready. Hands down here. We're doing Geidan first. How you go? Each. Ready. Chudan, horizontal. Knee. Ready. Jodan, diagonally down. Some. One more set. Start with Geidan, diagonally up. Each. Chudan, horizontal. Knee. Jodan, diagonally down. Some. And Yame. Okay, other side. Just the stepping. Ready position. And I'm going with my hips to this side, the wall side, the white side, and ready, each, back, ready, knee, ready, some, ready, she, ready, go, ready, look, ready, and yame. Okay, so I can't see you very well, but I trust that as you're stepping with your left foot, for example, it's starting on this side of the line, and as it goes forward, it's staying on the same side of the line. That's kirikumi. Okay? Same thing with the cutting with the ulnar edge. So you actually are going to imagine that this pinky edge is cutting this vertical line, cutting beyond it, and ready position, Geidan, that's diagonally up, each, Chudan horizontal, knee, Jodan diagonally down, some, ready, Geidan, each, ready, Chudan, knee, ready, Jodan, some, and yame. Yes, ma'am. Okay, time check. Good, we're doing it right. Okay, back to the stepping. Now we're going to do the other step. That's Kiri Harai stepping. I'm just going to, that's bright enough. So that means my right foot here is starting on this side, and as I go forward, I'm going to step across the line and finish with my foot on the other side of that line. Ready? And just the stepping, each, ready, knee, ready, Some. Ready. Shi. Ready. Go. Ready. Look. Ready. Okay, good, Yame. Now I've described this as if you step across the line or not. Another way to think about it is if I do the first one, kirikomi, at the end of the movement, the center of my body is still sort of facing towards my line, my vertical line. And if I do the second one, kiriharai, at the end of the movement, this vertical reference line is sort of behind me or on the outside of my leg. It's the same concept. It's a different way to say it. Okay. Same side. Ready? With the hands. So as we step forward and across the line, we're also going to move our hands, swing them all the way in a big kiri harai movement. Ready? Going diagonally up from below Gedan. Each. Ready? Chudan horizontally. Knee. Ready? Jodan diagonally down. Some. One more set. Ready? Gedan. Each. Ready? Chudan. Knee. Ready? Jodan. Some. Good. And yame. And the other side. Just the stepping. At first. Ready. Each. Ready. Knee. Ready. Some. Ready. She. Ready. Go. Ready. Look. Good. Yame. And same thing with the arms, cutting kiri harai, starting with gedan. Ready. Each. Ready. Chudan. Knee. Ready. Jodan. Each. Ready. Gedan, diagonally up. Each. Ready. Horizontally. Knee. Ready. Jodan. Some. And yame. Okay. That's a very interesting question. I have not specified the level. Um, well, because it's a vertical line, when you go forward through space and you're going to, let's say, cut either, get very close to that. This kirikomi means I'm going to cut closer and closer and closer to that line, but I'm never going to go across. So back to your point, that means I can either way. I'm going to either have this place where I'm getting closer and closer and closer to my vertical axis, or there's going to be a place where I cross my vertical axis. So I think your question is, how high is that place? It's the height that you need it to be to achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve. It should be under. It should be under your control. You should be able to choose what you want. So, and of course, from the martial arts point of view, that's logical, because there might be some situation where we need to have the sword contact the other person at a certain position, a certain level, or a certain other level, and we want to know what it is. Having said that, that's the basic idea. You should be skilled enough to choose where that level is, um, along that spectrum. But in general, we might also think about let's say the psychomotor effect of different levels. Maybe if we have a tendency to sort of, walk around looking down all the time, it might make us feel depressed. Or, if we focus on the distant, which we perceive as eye level horizon, that if we focus above the horizon, each one might have a little bit of a different effect. So my suggestion about that really is to be sensitive to that and experiment. But of course, generally in Shintaido, we certainly have a tendency to uh, do movements that promote a feeling of sort of buoyancy, optimism, and the long view. Let's say I would consider those the trademark signature characteristics of our discipline. Um, Good. Any other questions? Okay, here we go. We're going to do the same. We're going to do kirikumi 6 times. Geidan, Chudan, Jodan. The other side. Geidan, Chudan, Jodan. But this time, you have some choices. You could run. Let's see. You could run. We're going to do it running instead of stepping. That's my main point. And you could just run, or you could run and do the movements while you're doing that, if you want the extra challenge version. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're going to do ah, then get the hands ready into the position, and we're going to do Geidan, Kirikumi, then again Chudan, then again Jodan, and Hajime, Kaisho can stretch up, tenso, then hands ready to the Geidan position, and go. H, ni, san, shi, go, hook, shi, ha, ki, ju. Stretch out beyond your vertical point of reference, and back to 3, 2, 1. Kaisho can open, stretch up, come to horizontal, and kirikumi. Go! Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hook, shi, ha, ku, ju, hu, ni, ha, shi. Stretch out, reach forward, hands open, and relax. 3, 2, 1. Go. Stretch up, hands wide open, a little bit diagonal, and go. Ish, ni, ha, shi, go, hook, shi, ha, ku, ju. Stretch out. Reach forward, hands open, and relax. Other side, same thing, and go. Stretch up, wide open, come down to gay down position below the horizon, and go. Ich, ni, ha, shi, gu, hug, shi, ha, ku, ju. Stretch out, reach forward, and relax. In case I didn't make it clear, you could do this in a chair. Stretch up, hands open, and to the side for Chudan, and go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi, ha, ku, ju. Stretch out, reach forward, and and go. Stretch up, highest point, hands wide open, diagonally, go. Edge, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shi. Reach out and relax. Yummy. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to do Kiri Harai, going across. Okay, so again, you could do it in a chair, you could do it standing and running, you could do it with the low position frog running. In any case, here we go. Stretch up, highest point, hands wide open, and come down to gay down position. Get ready for Kiri Harai. Go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shich, hach, ku, ju. Relax. Go. Stretch up, highest point, hands open, come to the side horizontally, Kiri Harai, go. Edge, ni, san, shi, go, hug, shich, hach, and relax. Go. Stretch straight up, hands open, a little to the side diagonally, go. And relax. Other side. Go. Stretch up, highest point, hands open, and get ready. Gay down position, diagonally up, go. And relax. Go. Stretch straight up, hands open, Chudan position, ready, go. And relax. Go. Stretch straight up, hands open, to the side diagonally, Jodan. Shi, go, shi, hach, yame. Yes, ma'am. Good. Oh, maybe I was too far off to the side. I was off the screen. Sorry. Okay, relax your shoulders. Each knee. Some. She. Change. Each knee. Some. She. Okay, and finally, we're just going to do Daijodan a few times. You have three choices. You could do your, you could do standing this way, kibidachi, or a little bit open, more open than normal kibidachi. I'm stretching up, and then cutting down vertically and finishing that way. You could do standing in musubidachi and daijodan kirikumi musubidachi, stepping forward this way. Or you could do daijodan kiriroshi and cutting down and finishing hamihandachi. Okay, so whichever poison you choose, we're only going to do this 2 times. Ready? Hajime. Go. Each. And prepare. Ni. Yame. Okay, just give yourself a little bit of seaweed exercise. Warmups Taiso. And opening your eyes. Come back to reality. Good. Robert, onegaishimasu.
Close. Shoulder width apart. So your energy, breathe in and rise up. Straighten your crown chakra to the sky. And breathe out and let your energy sink down through your body, down to your legs, into the ground. Breathe in. Relax your eyes. Breathe out and move slowly. Yame. Right. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Robert.
Well, they might, first I'm going to say maybe we could think of them as directions instead of locations. Uh, if I look at this picture from the Shintaido textbook, I think this is the part of the textbook which is discussing Toitsu Kihon, and that's the program of Shintaido that's most closely connected to cutting. So this might help us sort of visualize the intention of the what the intention of the Shintaido movements are. And I think just from the language point of view, I'm going to ask Shin simply about the meanings of the words Jodan, Chudan, Gedan.
Well, Jo is above, and Chu is middle, and Ge is lower level. And but I think what Dan was trying to figure out is the kind of different two systems of the Jodan, Chudan, Gedan. And I think there are two ways, different ways in Shintaido that we use that term. One is the what part of your opponent's body you are aiming at. Is it Jodan? Then it's a Jodan level of opponent, and Chudan level and Gedan level of opponent. And that's very commonly used in karate and bojutsu, jojutsu. And whereas in a sword tradition, in freehand Shintaido and Shintaido Kenjutsu, we use slightly differently, very differently actually, which is entry point, which point you are coming from, not aiming at. And then ending point is actually the same, which is the center of the partner. And as a practitioner, we are going to juggle with these two different system, because Jodan in karate may be different from Jodan in Kenjutsu practice.
Very clear.